So, you just discovered Team. And you want to know more about the lore behind their music video Under the Skin. But you don't really want to read their webtoon or web novel and just want to follow the story in their music videos instead. If that's you, or if you just want to refresh yourself on their content before their comeback, then here's a somewhat brief summary on the lore behind Grey City. I will be pulling from the stories in the webtoon and web novel to help guide the video. In the story, we have two parts, the past and the present, or isolated and juvenile. In the past, our 9 werewolves aren't a pack just yet. In fact, Under the Skin is where we first see the pack come together. If we take a look at the webtoon story, the pack first started as only 4, Taki, Nicholas, Weiju, and Giri, who at the time was the alpha of the pack. They moved to Grey City, where they first meet Kay, a quiet and mysterious boy who, despite his inhuman strength, is bullied by his classmates and labeled the Freak. As if by fate, the pack inevitably bonds with Kay, despite his efforts to push them away. However, things come to a halt when bodies start being discovered and Kay is the #1 suspect. But the pack already had a different suspect in mind: vampires. Eventually, they discover not only the truth behind the bodies, but behind Kay as well, that he himself is also a werewolf. Or a lycanthrope, a sort of special kind of werewolf. And this is where we reach the events within the music video. A battle between the vampires and the werewolf begins. Though the events that lead up to this battle are still unclear, the repercussions of it causes them to lose their brother and alpha, Giri. We see our werewolves mourn this loss, and each begin to feel isolated, with members like Kay and Weiju carrying what seems to be the most guilt. While our 4 boys deal with this loss, twin wolves Maki and Yuma pull them together, and I assume, team up with the pack to take down the vampires. And while these 6 have come together, our other 3 wolves, Haruha, Fuma, and Joe, have yet to meet. Though you could say that this scene in the pool is where they first make a connection. And that's the story so far. A few things to note is that the scenes in the past take place 20 years ago, while the scenes in the present take place in the year 2022. Sunshine City School is one of the main present settings and may appear again in the future, along with places like Freak Secondhand and the amusement park. I would also keep an eye out for any connections to time and time travel, as we did see hints to it in Under the Skin. And that's all. Thanks for watching, and see you again next time.